As you grow and develop in your business, you'll make lots of changes and lots of tweaks to what you're doing. But sometimes you make one little change that seems insignificant and it has a huge impact on the future of your business. Today, I want to share with you one little tweak that I made to my business that didn't seem like much at the time, but ended up being an amazing, basically revolution in my customer service. I sound like one of those ads like, this is one quick trick or one cheap trick. What is it? I can't remember. I don't see them around anymore, but I promise you, this is not a gimmick. Seriously, this is something that I implemented many years ago and it has made a big difference in my business. Before we dive into that, if you would like more tips and tricks on how to successfully run a handmade business, I have a download, 25 essential tips for running a handmade business. You can grab it below. The link is in the description if you want to get your hands on that. If you don't know me, my name is Jess Van Den and I've been running my own successful handmade business, Ethereal, since 2008, and I've been full-time self-employed since 2010. So I've been around for a while, been doing this for a while, have lots of experience with successfully running a handmade business. Okay, so what is this tweak and when did I make it and why did I make it? So many years ago, I read a book called The Fortune Cookie Principle by Bernadette Jiwa. She has lots of great books. Go check her out. And in this book, it was ostensibly about branding and about making a connection with your customer. But there was one section in it where she shared some of the messages that companies sent to their customers when they purchase online. Now, I have always gone above and beyond in this realm. I've always sent my customers a special personalized thank you message when they purchase from me. So, when you buy on Etsy or anywhere else, you will get an automated email. Now, on Etsy especially, you can alter, there's a little personal message in there. And I hope that if you are a seller on there or any other platform, you've altered that personal message. But the problem with that is that most people don't open and read those emails, right? I don't know about you, but whenever I buy something online, I click the buy button. I see that the email comes through, confirmed. Great. I archive it. I never open those emails because as far as I know, all it's telling me is all the stuff I already know. I've ordered these things. It's going to be shipped at this time. Great. So if you actually want to build a personal relationship with your customers, you have to go above and beyond this automated message. And that's why I've always sent a direct email or message or combo to my customers, my jewelry customers, because I want them to know I'm a real person and I want them to get the information I need them to have. Okay. So there's two things going on here. There's building a relationship and there is informing them about stuff they need to know. So back in the day, my message, I was like, I don't want to bore people, I don't want to take up too much of their time. So I made it short and sweet. It was like 2 sentences. Thank you for your order. You've ordered, this. I'll make it in this amount of time. It'll ship this time. It'll take this long to ship. Boom. Thank you. Cheers, Jess. And there was nothing wrong with that per se. It told them what they needed to know, but it was all features and no benefits. Okay. I was telling them really practical information, but I wasn't using that message to actually connect with my customer. So when I read this book and I saw some of these examples, I'm like, why am I not doing this? I'm a handmade business. I'm in the perfect position to create an emotional connection between me and my customer. I mean, why else are people buying handmade except that they want that special thing, that special connection? So I sat down and I really thought about what my business meant to me, what it meant to my family, what it meant to the world, what it hopefully meant to the customer. And I crafted this message to send to every single customer. Now, this message is like 5 paragraphs long. It is not short. And it weaves together the emotion and the practicality in one beautiful message that tells my customer everything they need to know practically about their order, but also what their order means to me and try to kind of make it something special for them as well. Now, before I did this, I would say maybe 1 in 20 or if that, of my customers replied to that boring, old, simple, private message, okay? After, I would say at least 50% of people reply to that message with another personal message, even if it's something as simple like, wow, this is so lovely, thank you so much, I'm so glad to be contributing, to your small business. And then sometimes it's even more in depth and they tell me the story. They're like, oh, I'm buying this for my niece's 21st birthday. She'll love it so much. Or, thank you so much. I'm so excited to propose to my partner with this ring when it arrives. I can't wait. And then they tell me the story. So you have this amazing moment of connection with your customers, and they become real people, and you become a real person to them. There's a few reasons why this is so powerful. Okay. The first one is, and the fundamental one, I think, is emotional connection, that you do create that connection with your customer. You start off the relationship with a positive moment. Okay. So you have that initial positive feeling that they have for you and you have for them, and it's lovely. The second thing is that in between the emotional kind of appeals to emotion, are the practical things they need to know about their order. You've ordered this, you've ordered it from this country. It's going to take me this long to make it. It's going to take this long to ship. When it ships, do you get a tracking code? This is when you can expect to hear from me. I work, these days on these hours. If you have any questions, ask me. And then I usually in the PS include like a link to my mailing list or my Instagram to do something to hopefully foster an ongoing relationship with my customer. Now, the benefit of both of these things, number one and number two, is there's two. Number one benefit is obviously just a nice relationship, and the fact that because of that, your customers are way more likely to remember you, give you a positive review, and share your business with other people because you will stand out in their minds. The other benefit is that if something goes wrong, they're way more likely, instead of just opening a case with Etsy or PayPal or whatever, or being angry, they already have a positive emotional feeling about you. So they're way more likely to actually contact you so that you can hopefully fix the problem for them, right? So that is a really, really powerful benefit to your business on a practical level, because you're way more likely to be able to solve any problems before they manifest in bad reviews or requests for refunds and things like that. So this really highlights the importance of communication. I've got a little story for you. So my husband, Nick, last Christmas bought some stuff on Etsy. He bought me a couple of presents and he bought himself some stuff as well. And he was telling me the difference between the shops, like his customer experience. So a couple of them, he didn't ever get anything from them. He just got the automated messages, automated, you've bought this thing, automated, this thing has been shipped. And he's like, I was a little bit disappointed because the reason I want to shop on Etsy is because I want to buy from a real person and I want to, know that I'm making a difference for them. And then he shopped with another business that was the total opposite. This guy messaged him a thank you. He kept him in the loop about what was happening with his order. He messaged Nick to say, hey, I've accidentally overcharged you on shipping. I'm going to refund it. And it was just a much more personal, positive experience. So, now when Nick thinks of buying the things he bought for me, he doesn't care he doesn't care about going back to those same shops again because the products were fine, but there's no real emotional connection there with those particular businesses. Whereas the other business that was really communicative and seemed to really care, he would totally go back to that guy again to buy that same sort of stuff rather than just searching randomly on Etsy or Google for that stuff. So this is the power of really spending a little bit of time and caring about communicating with your customers within a boundary, of course, of having a life outside of your work. So if you don't already send this thank you message, I strongly encourage you to start doing this with every single order. It doesn't have to be the second they order. I don't work on weekends. So when I sit down on a Monday morning to see what orders have come in over the weekend, that's when I send the message. I don't think people are too fussed, about getting it because they've got that automated message. They don't expect this one. This is a bonus. This is something special. So you can send that when it's the right time, first thing in the morning or whatever. You can craft a lovely message and have it saved in your email, saved messages or in snippets in Etsy. So you don't have to do it over and over again. You just paste it in there, change any relevant details and send it off to your customer. It takes me 30 seconds to send each one of these messages, but the rewards are so much more worth the time that I invest. The return on investment is huge for doing this one small thing. You can easily craft your own message. Just remember the two things. You need to have an emotional component to it to connect with them. And you need to have a practical component. So you need to make sure that you're telling them everything they need to know to stave off any issues that might come because they haven't perhaps read the description, or perhaps they haven't read the shipping time, things like that. It's another great opportunity to educate your customers and set their expectations about what what they're looking forward to when it comes to ordering from you. Now, if you would like more help with this and you would like an in-depth guide that tells you exactly step by step how to craft this email, I have a workshop for that inside the Thriver Circle, my membership community for makers. You can check it out. The link is in the description to find out more about that particular workshop. It's one of over 40 video workshops I've got inside the circle specifically to help you grow your handmade business. And that is available right now. If you'd like to go and take that workshop, you can join the circle. It's very affordable monthly subscription. You could sign up for a month and it would be worth less than this workshop is actually worth to get access to it and all the others. So check that out if you're interested. But if not, I still strongly recommend you do this and come up with a message that really speaks about what your business is all about, who you are as a business, who you are as a person, what impact this sale is having on you, and what you hope your customer gets out of it. And just see what happens. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what happens to your business and the amount of reviews you get and the amount of happy customers you get over the long term into the future. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up to tell other people it's worth having a look at, and to tell the magical algorithm to hopefully show it to some more people. And if you'd like more videos about how to have a thriving and profitable handmade business, I got you. I got lots of videos already on my channel and I release new videos every week. So make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any future videos about that topic. I talk about handmade business, health and happiness on this channel. My name is Jess Van Den. Thank you for spending some time with me, and goodbye for now.